Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and hopefully add all kinds of games to your backlog, and maybe some Poyo as well. Everybody likes a good Poyo in their backlog, right? No, we won't do that. We're only going to add awesome roguelikes and roguelites, because that's what we do here every damn time. Every time. So, I'm glad you're here with us. If you like the roguelikes and the roguelites, there is no better place on the internet to be. And I've done a series of scientific tests to determine this, so you'll just have to take my word for it. But I'm glad you're here with us. So today, we are back with a new one, and my goodness, is it a banger. This is a game called Repetendium, and I want to give a big thank you to Bearlex Games for reaching out. I got an email from the dev, and let's do this. And he said, hey, Goat, I was introduced to your channel by a friend, and I wanted to know if you wanted to take a look at my game and give it a try and, maybe show it off on the channel. And I said, my goodness, yes, I would absolutely love to try your game. It looks amazing, and in fact, I think Groggy Gamer the other day had mentioned in the chat that, boy, that Repetendium really looks cool, doesn't it? So it was perfect timing. And so here we are. What we have here is an action roguelite where we are just trying to beat the bejesus out of bad dudes that are coming after us, and we're going to try to grab as many crystals as we can to level up. But what's really neat about this one is that it has a mining component to it, where you can, beat into the walls and uncover gems. It's really neat. So we're going to enjoy some Repetendium today. We're going to enjoy some talk about Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate. We're going to talk, speaking of Thanksgiving, we're going to talk about the dessert game. I mean, we're going to get into some food talk as well, but my goodness, my wife just blew me away with the dessert options this year. So we're going to get into that, of course. I might talk a little bit about my father's recent achievement in Vampire Survivors and how he's trying to recruit new roguelite enthusiasts. My goodness, God bless them. So we're going to get into that. But first, some business about the business. If you're new here, thanks for being here with us. If you are not new here, thanks for being here with us. Really appreciate the support. We have what I would argue, is one of the greatest communities on these interwebs. Okay? Infinite ammo. How about that? You gotta love this man just yelling. We really do. And if you're new here, I'd love to earn the right to your subscription. We all would. Have you hang out with us more often. Be a part of this group of folks that just love rogues. All right, what do we want to do here? Do we want to increase hit points again? Or maybe we want a 4% chance for attacks to stun. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, he got us. Now, the other thing I have to tell you, and I'm very excited about this because I love doing these, okay? You have a chance to get yourself a copy of Repetendium. And what I'd like is comment. Just comment on the video. Tell us what your favorite food of all time is. And if you have a difficult time with that, which I totally understand, by the way, tell us what your favorite coffee is. And who knows, maybe you'll find the GOAT someday talking about the coffee you've recommended, because I'll be drinking it myself. I love a great coffee recommendation. Do that, and on November 29th, 2022, I will be selecting one person that has commented and subscribed, and you will receive a copy of Repetendium. And that also is thanks to this developer for giving me a couple of extra keys to give away. So we're going to have some giveaways on the channel. Again, I love doing those. Make sure you're subbed. Make sure to comment. Tell us your favorite food. Let's have some good discussion. And you will have a chance to win a copy of Repetendium. How about that? 20% chance for your attacks to cause enemies to bleed for 6 seconds. Let's do that. Let's do that. So Thanksgiving was just a riot. I think we had a group of, 13 or so. My wife and I had to bring some extra chairs. We were over at my dad's place, and he made just a glorious turkey. Football games were fantastic. Company was great. Right? Like everything you'd want. All right, you know what I think we need is the turret, like right now. Oh! Smashed right in the head by the, I don't know, robotic worm. That was crazy. All right, let's go back. We're going to go back. I love that guy's voice. All right, we're going to go normal again. We're going to go Poyo again. We'll try the other characters. Let's go with a water blaster that fires bubbles. What could go wrong? Let's do it. Fire your weapon at high speed continuously. Ooh, 30-second cooldown. That does not sound great. Create 2 mirrors of yourself that copy your ranged attacks for 15 seconds. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We can afford something new. Increase your crystals received per pickup by 1 per upgrade point. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh, they're making coffee. Did you see that? That's perfect. The turkey was tremendous. You know, I'm more of a sides guy. Oh, I like these bubbles. I'm more of a sides guy myself. When it comes to Thanksgiving, you know, I found myself filling my plate with a bunch of sides, and my plate is almost full, and I'm like, holy crap, I don't have any turkey at all. Gotta correct that right away. Your mirror is now cast twice. Enemies now explode on death and deal 10% of their hit points as damage to nearby enemies. That sounds cool. Let's do that. I like all the variability in the passive traits so far. That's looks like a nice buffet of power-ups are on hand here. So, you know, it was basically all of the favorites, right? 5% chance for attacks to crit enemies dealing 300% damage. Let's do that. That sounds great. Ooh, turrets. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who popped those out? Was that just a power-up sitting there? That's amazing, because I didn't cast that. Let's go with this one. I want to make sure we dig deep. Grab those crystals. Yeah, so we had a savory monkey bread that a family friend does, where you've got sage and garlic and sausage, and you know, it's almost in the shape of a bundt cake, if you can imagine that. But it's this savory monkey bread. It's just phenomenal. I mean, I look forward to it every year. And so I had a ton of that. In fact, that was probably my favorite item at the table. We had sausage stuffing. So yeah, again, more sausage. Your ranged attacks now have an active reload. Picking up crystals heals you for 5% of your maximum hit points. Wow, that sounds good. Let's do that. There's a ton of damn crystals out there to be found. That sounds great. You know, I talked about the turkey. I did have some of that eventually, and I had to go smoked. We did both a oven turkey and a smoked turkey. We had a sweet potato casserole where, you know, you're hitting it with the brown sugar and marshmallow. There were pecans in there. 20% increased range damage. You know... Ooh, this would be kind of good, too. Let's do that. I think that's going to pay dividends. Because the reload takes a minute on this gun, it seemed like. You know what else was really good was the broccoli casserole. You know, a buttery, cheesy broccoli mixed with a bunch of broken up buttery townhouse crackers as a topping. My God, you know, I mean, at some point you're just like, I don't know that this could get any better. You know, the one thing that I guess was missing, and not that I like really missed it, but it wasn't there, was green bean casserole. And you know, that's kind of a staple every year too. But I think instead, ooh, I don't know what this is. Should probably blow it up, right? Let's go with this shield thing. Or I guess it's not a shield, it's a clone. It's a clone thing. Let's go with the clone thing. Right, 2% chance for attacks to stun for 3 seconds. Let's do that. Whoa, spectral obelisk destroyed. Okay. Oh, I think that's probably good. Upon taking damage, retaliate by firing a blast of shots around yourself. Yes. Okay, wonderful. So that was all really, really great. But what I really wanted to talk about was the desserts, because I'm telling you, my wife just totally outdid herself. I don't know what I did right this year. Power-up orbs now last twice as long. Your attacks deal 300% increased damage. Your hit points and shield are reduced to 10. No. Oh, this is kind of interesting. All right, we'll do that. Got a little bit of a crystal dash. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm glad we did that. So I want to respect each of the desserts and give them the attention they deserve. But the last one I talk about was really the best one, and is probably going to become a staple. Okay, so stick with me. The first one I'll talk about was a dual layer ice cream cake. She used an Oreo ice cream and a cookie dough ice cream. 20% chance when killing an enemy to instantly gain 4 ammo. Or we could enhance our stunning capability. Let's do that. So she had 2 layers, and those layers were separated by a fudge ganache. Because of course they were, right? It was nothing short of incredible. Just tremendous. So, yes, I helped myself to a gigantic piece of that. She also made a raspberry... No, I knew I would screw it up again. I was calling it a raspberry tart the other day. A cranberry tart. Okay, so it looked like a really fancy pie crust that had a really interesting shape to it. Honestly, and I'm not being nice, like this looked like something you would see at a restaurant or on a cooking show, you know, something like that. I mean, it was super fancy. And so she sweetened up the cranberries just a little bit and created, she had a fancy term for it. I'm going to call it a goop, okay? Whoa. This guy is interrupting again. Yeah, she created like a goop with them. And I'll tell you what, it was fantastic. Then she put some whipped cream on top. Again, in like a very fancy pattern, you know? In fact, now the word is coming back to me. I think she called it a coulis, a cranberry coulis, right? But nobody knows what that is. But you could imagine when I say goop, you're like, oh, she made a goop. So, yeah, she made a goop. And I'm telling you what, it was some of the best cranberry goop I think I've ever had. Let's see, 10% chance for attacks to cause enemies to bleed. Yeah, that sounds okay. Let's get the bleeding. So I had a small piece of that. I'm not a huge cranberry guy, and there was the other dessert that I'm going to talk about now, which, again, I feel like I must have done something right this year. I don't know what the hell it was, but something went right to lead to the creation of this. So she did a butterscotch pie. Let's see here. Increase all experience gain by 5%. 20% chance when killing an enemy to instantly gain ammo. I think we're going to go bleed again. We've got to get some health somehow. This is getting a little bit bad. So she made a butterscotch pie with an orange meringue on top. And this meringue had some crunch to it because she put it under the broiler momentarily, just to crisp it up a little bit. When I tell you that I have never had anything like this dessert that she made before, I'm not bullshitting anybody. It was so unique, and it's surprising to me. So your attacks deal 100% increased damage. You receive whoa, no. Look at this. Summon a robotic companion that attacks the nearest enemy. I had no idea there were pets in this game. Let's go pet action. Let's do it. Oh no, Pollo, you're down. I guess I should say too, there's a high score list. And as you'll see, you know, the old goat, not very good. Not very good, but that's okay. That's okay. You know what I am happy about is that there's a lot of people playing this game. It's getting the attention it deserves. Why don't we try a different character this time? We'll go B Auto. B Auto is subversive, aims and fires as he pleases. Might be interesting. A sniper rifle that pierces through enemies and deals high damage. Well, hopefully the guy's a good shot when he's firing by himself. And I think this time we're going to go with heal. That sounds okay. I think we needed that last time. We can afford an upgrade, so let's go ahead and afford an upgrade. Increase your health regen by 2 HP every 5 seconds per upgrade point. Let's do that. Now, the upgrades do get more expensive every time you pick one in the particular row, but I think this seems pretty fair. Yeah, so it's shocking that I've never had anything like this. And it just blew me away. Hey, good news. It looks like he's a good shot. So that's wonderful. I like his plasma sword looking thing here. It's really great to see a character that does auto shooting. Let's see your attacks. No, your melee attacks will now deflect enemy projectiles. Let's go with this. This sounds okay. Yeah, for all my fellow fans of the auto shooter roguelite survivals out there, this might be the character for you. Love this. Let's see, increased digging power, 30% increased melee. Let's do that. Yeah, this is really nice. It's a good choice to try out. So again, I hope everybody else had a tremendous Thanksgiving. It was a great day for us, per usual. So I hope yours was epic as well, and you got a chance to spend some time with family and friends. 25% chance for ranged attacks to create 1 shrapnel shard on impact. Let's definitely create some shrapnel shard on impact. Love it. Wow. This is really great that we don't really have to worry about the shooting anymore. Let's do increased. Ooh, I actually like this. Let's put another in the shrapnel. Okay. So, my dad, 100% increased range fire right now. We don't need that. Summon a robotic companion. Ooh, and heals you. Yes. My dad has been playing some Vampire Survivors, a game that you might have heard of. We got a lot of folks playing this game and talking about this game lately on Twitter. Love seeing it. Increase all experience gain by 5%. I think the attacks are pretty strong, so we'll go with an experience gain. Why not? I think that makes sense for what we're doing. And he recently texted me and said, you know what, GOAT, I made it 10.5 minutes in Vampire Survivors, that's really good for him. Hey, should we try this drill? Drilling attracts magma slimes. Defend the miner. Oh, okay. All right. All right, well, so far so good, right? Suppose it's a good time for a sip. Nice. I've got my bubbly bounce, the caffeinated water. Anyway, so he tells me, hey, made it 10.5 minutes, loving this game. And he says, because my uncle is out, as they joined us for Thanksgiving. And he says, hey, I let your uncle try it. Now, my uncle doesn't play video games at all. Ooh, this might not go so well unless we can line them up and get the piercing, because they're starting to damage the drill a little bit. So he had my uncle get on there and play some Vampire Survivors. Ooh, 20% increased ranged fire rate. That would be great for this gun. Let's absolutely do that. And I guess even he made it 7 minutes. Drilling successful. Hey, how about it? Ooh, this is looking good. Your ranged attacks now have 50% chance to reflect off walls towards the nearest enemy. That sounds wonderful. And it's going to increase the base maximum hit point. Wow. Fantastic. I think that's probably what the drill did for us. Gave us a really good level up, maybe? Let's see. Increase your base maximum shield by 25%. Oh, this would be really good too. Let's do that. I know, maybe we should have went shield. What we really need to do is like reload speed as well. And attack speed. We'll keep working towards that. You know, I think they have uncovered your melee attacks now have a 10% chance to knock crystals out of enemies. Killing enemies with a ranged attack increases melee attack damage. The cost increase when rerolling perks is halved. Oh, okay, I see. You know, I think we'll do that. But now I've got to make sure that I try and melee some SOBs once in a while. Yeah, I think the meta progression helped my uncle do better than he would do normally. But he had fun with it. And my dad also let him try the Quest 2, because he's into VR also. 1 year for Christmas, I got my dad a Quest headset. 10% increased melee and digging size. That sounds great, but so does this. Dang. Let's do that. Okay. Now create that shrapnel. Let's do this. We can do this. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, he let them try the VR headset. And had a ball with it. But at one point, and you know, I'll just say this to the shock of no one. You know, these are not young guys. Okay. Let's go. I guess the stun. He let him try the roller coaster game, and at one point, my uncle was calling out to my dad saying, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna fall down real soon. Like, you better come in. I'm gonna fall down." You know, because like it doesn't occur to somebody, "Hey, close your eyes," or you know, "Hey, take off the headset." You know, like they're just like, "Hey, I'm in it. You know, I'm in this thing. Like we're just going down." So, you know, my dad came in the room and grabbed him and told him, you know, "Hey," and he didn't say, "Hey, take it off," you know. He said, "Hey, you know what? Why don't you get down to your knees? And that way, if you fall over, like, it'll be okay." And that's what he did. He kept the headset on and he just, you know, he went down on his knees. And I don't think he ended up falling over. But he was like tilted the rest of the time. I don't know. I got a kick out of it. I mean, it cracked me up, you know. So that was that was wonderful. Look at my dad out there trying to recruit new folks into the gaming space and the roguelite space. Just doing a service to humans everywhere, you know? All right, let's swing back over here. We're gonna try and head towards that miner that is apparently having issues out there. 10% chance for attacks to cause enemies to bleed. I don't know. I mean, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But this increased damage would be good on the metal snake as well. Well, let's do that. See how I talk myself out of this? Oh, it's not looking good. All right. All right. So you know what? We got 533 Underworld Essence. If you're gonna pick this game up, maybe you're gonna be grabbing some Underworld Essence as well. This game is $3.99 US on the Steam store right now. And I'm telling you, it's a fun game. It's a GOAT recommendation. I will include the link in the description. in case you'd like to go out and check this game out. We're going to continue playing this game, by the way, and showing it off. And I'll tell you what, I look forward to your comments about your favorite food or favorite coffee. Maybe I'm going to get all kinds of coffee recommendations. My goodness. You know? Thank you all in advance for that. And, hey, maybe you'll be a winner. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. You can do it. Comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. Yell it out your car window. Why not? Watch the goat. No, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. Hey, have a great rest of your day. And we will see you next time out on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we will play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do every single time. Set your watch and warrant to it. All right, you take care. We'll see you again soon.